Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to the Srimad Bhagavatam Stutis series. In Kunti's prayer, we are in shloka number 39 of chapter 8, canto 1. Neyam shobhishyate tatra
Neyam chobhishyate tatra
yathedanim gadadhara
yadhedanim gadadhara
vadpadairankita bhati
tatpadairangida bhadi
svalakshana vilakshitaihi.
svalakshana vilachidai.
Word for word meaning translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
na,
Na,
not,
not,
iyam,
iyam,
this land of our kingdom,
this land of our kingdom,
bhishyate,
Sopishyade,
appear beautiful,
will appear beautiful,
tatra,
tatra,
then,
yatha,
as it is now,
as it is now,
idanim,
thy name,
now, gadadhara,
gadadhara,
O Krishna,
O Krishna,
what,
tat,
your, padaihi,
padaihi,
by the feet,
by the feast,
ankita,
angida,
marked,
market,
bhati,
bhadi,
is dazzling,
is dazzling,
swalakshana,
solakshana,
your own marks,
your own marks,
vilakshitaihi,
achidai,
by the impressions.
by the impressions.
Translation: O Gadadhara,
O Gadadhara,
Krishna,
Krishna,
our kingdom is now being marked
our kingdom is now being marked
by the impressions of your feet,
by the impression of your feet,
and therefore it appears beautiful.
and therefore it appears beautiful.
But when you leave,
it
will no longer be so.
It will no longer be so.
Yeah.
Krishna.
So Prabhupada writes in the purport, there are certain particular marks on the feet of the Lord which distinguish the Lord from others. The marks of a flag, thunderbolt, an instrument to drive an elephant, umbrella, lotus, disc, etc. are on the bottom of the Lord's feet. These marks are impressed upon the soft dust of the land where the Lord traverses. The land of Hastinapura was thus marked while Lord Krishna was there with the Pandavas, and the kingdom of the Pandavas thus flourished by such auspicious signs. Kunti Devi pointed out these distinguished features and was afraid of ill luck in the absence of the Lord. So Kunti Devi is asking an interesting question here. As long as your lotus feet imprints were there on this land, everything was beautiful. And now that you're getting ready to leave, well, it's going to lose its luster. In the lecture in Mayapur and Los Angeles on this particular shloka, Srila Prabhupada uses this analogy. He said, everything is beautiful in relation to something else. For example, you can say that the moon is beautiful against the backdrop of a dark sky. The stars are glittering very nicely against the backdrop of a bright moon. A woman is very, very beautiful when she's standing with her husband. Similarly, a state looks very beautiful and glorious when it has a glorious king or a glorious ruler. So you can appreciate one thing in relation to another. So here Kunti Devi is saying, this land itself is beautiful, Krishna, because you have left your lotus feet imprints on the land. Therefore, when you leave, how can it retain its beauty? So, wherever Krishna is present, everything appears beautiful. So, Krishna's presence is appreciated, Prabhupada explains, When we do Kirtana, we can appreciate Krishna's beauty, his presence, his opulences only through Kirtana, which is glorifying the Lord. Although he is eternally living in Golok Vrindavan, nevertheless, he makes his presence felt through his various Shakti potencies because he can expand unlimitedly. So, just as the government's presence is felt everywhere, but the Prime Minister comes personally in a particular place occasionally. You cannot see the Prime Minister everywhere all the time, but you understand that the government's presence is there through its rules, through its laws, through its agents. So similarly, Krishna's presence is felt by us in so many different ways. And Prabhupada explains, the minute we glorify Krishna through offenseless kirtana, Krishna is immediately present there. So all we have to do is glorify the Lord sincerely, and Krishna is immediately present there. Prabhupada cites a line from the Padma Purana, Tatra Tishtami Yatra Gayanti Mad Bhaktaha. You can experience the Lord's presence when the devotee is actually singing the glories of the Lord. Even Sanjaya says in the Bhagavad Gita, at the very end, what does Sanjaya say? That wherever Krishna is there and wherever his great devotee Arjuna is there will always be victory and opulence. Yatra Yogeshwaraha Krishno, Yatra Partha Dhanurdaraha, Tatra Shir Vijayo Bhutir Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. So Sanjaya is proclaiming that if Krishna is there will always be victory and opulence. If Krishna and his devotee are present simultaneously together, then definitely this statement will hold true. So this is the victory for pure devotees, Prabhupada says, that they're always doing Kirtana of the Lord. And what is the pure devotee's mood? Anya bilashita shunyam jnana karma jnanavritam anukulyena krishnani shilanam bhaktir uttama. So our desire must be there, and our real desire is we have to please Krishna. We have to become the servant of Krishna. So pure devotional desire is equal to sincere service to Krishna. And in this particular set of lectures, pravachan that Prabhupada gives on the shloka, he cites many examples of the mood of the devotees. Haridas Thakur was born into a Mohammedan family. He was not even allowed to chant in peace. He was beaten up so many times, 21, 22 times in different marketplaces. But he was peaceful. He was not able to enter into Puri Jagannath temple to take the darshan of the Lord. Yesterday we celebrated Snana Purnima. Once in a year, the Lord takes actual waters onto his body. Otherwise, the Lord is actually bathed through the mirror because he is Daru Brahma. You cannot pour water on Daru Brahma every day. So it is done through the mirror every day in Puri. But once in a year, on Snana Purnima day, the Lord is bathed. So unfortunately, real devotees of the Lord cannot enter certain temples. But what do pure devotees do? They are shanti, they are peaceful. They continue with their kirtana, they continue to glorify their Lord. They are not worried, they are not fighting with the Lord. Why are you doing this to me? Why even I cannot take your darshan? And it is for this reason that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would go and see Srila Haridas Thakur every day to give him his darshan. Because if Haridas Thakur has seen Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that's as good as seeing Lord Jagannath. So pure devotional desire is just to sincerely serve the Lord and not expect anything. Even Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami, who are actually Saraswat Brahmins from the Karnataka region, once they joined the Nawab Hussain Shah's government and took on positions, they lost their Brahmanical titles apparently because the strict Brahmanas did not appreciate that their names were changed. Sakara Mallika and Dhabir Khasa were the names that were changed for Sanatan Goswami and Rupa Goswami. So they held very important posts, but still they were not appreciated by the Brahmanas anymore because they felt that they had given up their Brahmanical ways. Actually, they had not. They were more than Brahmanas, which of course all of us know based on what all interactions that they have had with the Supreme Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So even Prabhupada explains Kalidasa, which this is one thing that I did not know. I was surprised to hear Prabhupada say this, that Kalidasa was actually a relative of Raghunath Das Goswami, the same Raghunath Das Goswami who lives on the banks of the Radha Kund and who is the Prayojana Acharya. So Kalidas, relative of Raghunath Das Goswami. He was also treated very unfairly. But Prabhupada says, a Vaishnava has no caste. They are beyond the Varnas. A Vaishnava has no caste. Even Jagai Madai born into Brahmin families, but what happened? They engaged in so much debauchery that they lost all of their Brahmanical qualities. But what one begging of Nityananda Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives them pure bhakti. So this is the beauty of the Lord's mercy. So you may be a Brahmana, you may fall down, but because of the Lord's mercy, you are lifted up again much higher through the association of pure devotees. So for us, Prabhupada says, Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Nama Iva Kevalam, Kalau Nastyeva, 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 Gatir Anyataha. For us, there is no other duty other than to connect back with Krishna through the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. So this is how we also begin to look beautiful in relation to our sincere services, in relation to our sincere chanting of the holy names of the Lord. Krishna, it is said, looks more and more beautiful the more the devotees worship. You can test this out by comparing pictures of the deities from when they were installed to pictures of those same deities maybe 10, 20 years later. They don't look the same. Because the more the devotees worship them with fervency and with utmost love and desire, the deities also become more and more beautiful. So Krishna's beauty is unlimited, and the devotees of Krishna's beauties are also unlimited. So everything in comparison to Krishna, in relationship with Krishna, is beautiful. So Krishna Surya Sama Maya Andakara. So Krishna is like sunshine. The exact opposite of that is darkness, which is Maya. Maya is nothing but the absence of Krishna. So Prabhupada explains that learning to love Krishna in separation, this is the primary teaching of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There are two types of services to the Lord, Sambhoga and Vipralamba. Sambhoga means when the Lord is present, you have an opportunity to serve. Vipralamba means you still figure out how to serve the Lord, but not in physical proximity. So you have to learn how to serve the Lord in separation. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself says in the Sikshastakam, right? Shunyayitam jagat sarvam govinda virahename. My dear Lord, if you are not there, the world seems empty. The world seems nothing without you. So how do we experience the Lord's presence? Simply by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And when we glorify the Lord is immediately present in our midst.
If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. If you'd like to join our classes every day, please check the details in the description section of this video. We look forward to serving you.